Now, I just spoke to Ryan DeVreau about the stop and frisk decision, where a federal judge found that New York City's interpretation of stop and frisk, the racially profiling version of stop and frisk, is extremely unconstitutional and needs to be completely reformed. And the defenders of that version of stop and frisk are Mayor Michael Bloomberg, well, along with, Police Commissioner Ray Kelly. Well, just Friday, hot off the heels of this stop and frisk decision, Mayor Michael Bloomberg, billionaire king Michael Bloomberg, the man who called the NYPD his own personal army, had this interesting opinion on what should be done with New York public housing tenants. Basically, Mayor Michael Bloomberg thinks that New York public housing tenants should be fingerprinted as a way of keeping criminals out of their buildings.
Jesus.
Let me read exactly what he had to say. Let me try my best Michael Bloomberg impression
Oh,
over
let's
here.
do it.
The people that live there, most of them, want more police protection. If you have strangers walking in the halls of your apartment building, don't you want somebody to stop and say, "Who are you? Why are you here?" Because the locks on these doors break with so many people coming and going. What we really should have is fingerprinting to get in. And then I'm sure he proceeded to go, "Y habla español. Me llamo Mayor Bloomberg," and he went on to talk about Stapi y Frisco. And
Stapi Frisco, El Grande de Negros.
Yeah, I'm sure he went that direction.
No De Niro.
Yes, I'm sure, yes.
Public housing. De Safer.
Yes.
El Diablos.
I'm sure much of that was said.
If for those of you who are not New Yorkers, Mayor Bloomberg has, to his credit, he goes on like a trooper, but he really struggles with his Spanish.
Yes.
But insists on
He
trying
wants
to
to make
speak
sure-
it every moment he can get.
He wants to make sure the Latinos the Latinos who speak only Spanish understand why they're being stopped and frisked when doing nothing wrong.
Right.
Yes.
Like, thank you for clearing that up, Mayor Bloomberg. Now I
Yes.
know I've been thrown against a wall
Yes.
3 times a week for doing nothing other than walking to my job.
Yes. So, I mean, these comments came just days after stop and frisk was deemed unconstitutional.
Right.
And, I mean, it thankfully immediately drew criticism from mayoral candidates such as Bill de Blasio, Bill Thompson. I think even Christine Quinn said something. But that's
Christine
just her
Quinn
playing
used
to
it as an opportunity
Yes.
to get some
Yes.
space between her and Bloomberg.
And this is also coming off the heels of Bloomberg had a similar restrictive policy, specifically targeting public housing tenants, called clean halls,
right.
where basically
Nothing condescending about that.
yes, clean halls, by the
Yeah.
way, and basically it targeted anyone in public housing who didn't have an ID on them. They could be stopped and frisked inside the halls of their building for not having ID on them. This includes the people who were guests to the residence, maybe visiting your family. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Unbelievable. All right, let's get to the final IMs.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I'm Mayor Bloomberg. You'll miss me when I'm gone.
Do you want to criminalize people that work for a living or people struggling with poverty, or do you want to give them opportunity and dignity? It's a pretty simple choice. And we've been taking...
And the choice is me, Mayor Mike Bloomberg.
And the choice is criminalize. El Criminalissimo.